Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. A little personal message from me before we start everything on the video that you guys are going to be watching. If you're watching this, please be kind. The community is reeling right now from the announcement of Mumei. Kindness goes a long way. We can have our disagreements in the community. We can have a lot of disagreements, and that is what makes it a healthy community, of course. Being able to talk to each other respectfully and disagree with each other respectfully and share what our disagreements are and talk them out and do all that kind of stuff is part of a respectful and strong VTuber community. Let's keep this community strong. Let's keep it safe. Let's keep it healthy. And of course, criticize where criticism is due. But right now, a lot of people are in pain, and it's just basically, going further and hurting them more if you make a lot of negative stuff, a lot of that company is black company, blah, 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 blah. You can have those concerns, you can voice them, but just voice them in a respectful manner. That's all I ask. Thank you so much for watching this portion. She is graduating. We're going to Nanashi Mumei of Hololive EN Council, which later became Promise when Iris joined up with them. They are now going to just be 3. Unfortunately, it has come to pass where what we all feared when she made the announcement earlier today. What announcement I'm talking about? This one, where she says an important announcement, 7:30 p.m. on that day, on March 27th, the day that I'm talking about. Had a lot of stuff going on, and of course a lot of people, myself included, sending love. Chi-chan even sent love. If you don't know who Chi-chan is kind of a memester, a meme celebrity in Japan. Basically, it's a mascot celebrity who does crazy things. Chitan is the one who also says, "Love you, Mumei, good luck in your future." And of course, everybody is Vienna, the original song, is one of the most moving VTuber songs I've ever heard. Inanis shows her love. Narissa Ravencroft, Hako's Bales. You have Kirana Mori Calliope giving hearts. Wild Spice, Bearless, Ender, Crony. A lot of people. Gigi Murin say, "You are so kind and wonderful and silly with so much whimsy in your heart. I hope we can watch more silly movies together." You have everyone. Cecilia Immergreen, Bao, Raura Pantera, Fuamoko, Shiori Novella, Koseki Biju. It goes on and on and on. All of her genmates, all of the people who are a part of Hololive EN, they are, of course, everybody. The VTuber community overall has come out to say goodbye. 3.2 million views as of right now, the tweet of when she was going to be saying it. And of course, Hololive has made their announcement. No more black on white background, black text. Now they give something colorful to represent each person who is graduating. We regret to announce that Nanashi Mumei of Hololive English will be graduating on April 28th, 2025, Japanese Standard Time. That's what JST is. Since her debut as a member of the group Hololive English Council 3.5 years ago, Mumei has touched the lives of many fans, contributing to the growth of Hololive production worldwide. This news may be difficult for fans and everyone involved, as it has been for me. But we respect and support Mumei in her decision as she embarks on a new chapter. To all the fans, we appreciate your unwavering support and hope you will continue cheering for both Mumei and Hololive English going forward. We will be forever grateful for her contributions and wish Mumei the best on her journey. Parrot is responding to this, of course, mentioning, her original song. 50 as well, Ash, everybody. Koseki Biju, you're such a positive force in so many lives. I'll miss you so much. Thank you so much for being you. Kana Yanagi, big love. GX Ara, Shori Novella, thank you for everything. I appreciate you so much and love how considerate you are. You will always be our mooms. And of course, everyone down here is putting their little piece. Of course, it's a terrible day for rain. That one, I'll never forget that, because yes, it is another day of rain. And it is something, she has shown a lot of kindness. She has touched a lot of people. But right now, let's go to her actual announcement.
Hey, I will be graduating from Hololive on April 28th. The reasons being internal misalignments with the company and chronic health issues affecting my ability to use my voice over the last 2 years. I made great efforts to find resolutions in all areas but ultimately decided this made the most sense for myself.
She goes on to mention how issues have accumulated when it comes to, you know, personal things, her health being a big factor in all this, the misalignment with management. It is not something that I'm going to go negative on because I am going to respect her wishes. She did say one thing that she wishes is for people not to use this as a means of attack, to not use this as a means of being aggressive and being hateful and being sending harassment towards other livers, other VTubers, other individuals who had nothing to do with this. It is a personal decision that she made, and yes, there was misalignment because of her health. Her health prevents her from singing, prevents her from doing a lot of things that it is expected of you in a lot of cases from Hololive themselves. And of course, Hololive has to go their own path. We may agree or disagree. In this moment, of course, you can say and think what you want, but do not make it in a harassing tone. You can let your frustrations out because this is a time to grieve. This is a time of sadness. This is a time when someone that you knew, when one of your Oshis, someone that you felt closer to, you felt that, you know, was a friend that you could watch and just feel better, is leaving. And that is a very painful time for everybody. And I do respect the pain that is in the community. That's why I personally will not go and make any speculations as to what Hololive is doing and all the horrible things that are happening or anything that's not happening. I won't say it's horrible. I won't say it's not horrible. I don't know what's happening in there. We don't know what's happening in there. All we can get an idea of is what they're saying. From what they're saying, yes, there are misalignments, and as Kei-san has said before, that's kind of a middle ground that is used a lot of times so that people don't go and directly attack the company, and they don't go attack the talent to be like, oh, you're lazy or whatever. So they do that kind of stuff to kind of mitigate all that kind of stuff. It's kind of a more PC way of saying, I want to go my own way type of thing. So of course, I will respect Mumei's wishes. I will respect her and the whole time that she spent at EN and everything that she's done for herself and her community. It is a sad day. And of course, I will miss Mumei because she was someone that I did watch, who recently talked to Yagoo, and I want you guys to listen it directly from her. I do have the transcript of what she said, but I want you to listen directly from her because my voice can be pretty boring. So I want you to listen to it from the source.
I didn't say anything, but I actually had a meeting with Yagoo recently just to talk about stuff. Nothing threatening or anything like that, you know, I wasn't being threatening. I just wanted to chat with him about various things concerning EN and the future of EN and the future of EN live shows and stuff like that. And we talked a lot. The tea party, yeah. Yep. I had my own little meeting with Yagoo.
This was recently.
It was pretty funny because by the end of it, I was like, all right, we're good to go. I've said all I wanted to say. And then my manager was like, stop. I'm like, what? Mana-chan was like, you know, Mori only talked about EN as a whole for this entire meeting. Well, I want to go ahead and say, and I was like, Mana-chan, you don't have to do this, but Mana-chan was like, no, I'm gonna say it. Mori deserves to have a North America tour. I was like, Mana-chan, you don't need to say these things. And Mana-chan was not gonna let me get away with just walking out of there. So thank you, Mana-chan, I guess, for that, which I appreciate. But at the same time, you know, Yagoo isn't Santa Claus, right? Although I will say there were some things that I really didn't think that he'd do anything about, but you know how I have that project that I want to do with music and like, you know, girls that maybe want to dance and sing together as like a unit? Well, initially the ultimatum that I got back was like, do it yourself. I can't help you, right? Well, I brought it up to the boss man and it seems like they're gonna actually really talk about how to make it maybe happen with some support. So that's all to say that, you know, the tea parties, they seem to have meaning. Do it yourself isn't, no, that is true. It just means you will have no support from us, which we were planning on doing. Me and the girls were gonna get together and have a meeting about it on our own. But it seems like after that meeting, they're gonna actually maybe talk about it. So I can't give full, complete updates on it and what's gonna happen from here on out, I don't think, but it seems that they're listening, so that's cool. So who knows what may happen in the future.
And that is good. That is what I want you guys to know. I mean, yes, the company is having its issues. The company will have its issues. Every company's going to have its issues. And they damn well better fix them whenever those issues happen. It looks like Yagoo is taking all the graduations, all these things very seriously, all these situations very seriously, and is actually listening to the girls. The fact that Calli was able to speak to him directly and then was able to have Yagoo himself say, we're going to work on that. We're going to see what we can do to support you. That is big. That is big. Yes, Calli is a big moneymaker for them. Yes, absolutely. But Yagoo could have been like before, like they said before, do it yourself. We're going to support you in the sense that we won't stop you from doing it, but we can't actually fully support you because we're doing a lot of other stuff. That was the manager's response to her. When she went directly to the boss man's like, well, you know what? I'm going to make sure you get support for this. Let's see where we can work this out. Let's see how we can work this out. So, Yagoo is putting his money where his mouth is. And he is actually, like, basically, he said he's going to be fixing stuff. He said he's going to be listening directly to the talents. Right now, based on Mori, and Mori doesn't lie. Mori has complained about Hololive in the past. So she's not, like, just like, oh, you know, sunshine and rainbows about the company. It means that there are things that are going to be happening, some positive things that are going to be changing, and that Yagoo does actually mean it when he says that he allows them to have a direct contact with him and direct talks. This is good news among all the other things that have been happening. Mint was specifically friends with a lot of people inside of the EN scene because she used to be part of Company A, and of course that gave her a lot of collab opportunities. So she was friends with a lot of people. She knew a lot of people. She had Oshis in a lot of places. So it was hard for her to hear about the Mumei graduation and the announcement, as it was for everybody. Now let's listen to some words of wisdom from Mint. Probably going to be a little bit of funny in here. It's not all going to be sad. So let's take a look.
I don't feel like I have so much I could say. Hasn't already been said before, maybe. And probably better by other people. But
yeah, I'm not good with words either. I think she was doing superliminal.
If you need a chuckle. If you need a chuckle, I'm here. And, you know, just kind of take it easy. If you have to get off Twitter, get off Twitter. If you have to get off, you know... If you have to... Wait, I should finish that sentence.
That was the funny part that I do remember that, because I was on her stream yesterday. I raided into her stream after the Mumei thing. I raided into her stream because I wanted people to have some funny, laughing moments and not just be, you know, again and again and again hearing the Mumei stuff.
If you have to get off the internet, there we go.
There we go. There's the laugh we needed. There's the laugh we needed.
I'm not judging what you do in your free time.
She doesn't judge, guys. She's not gonna judge. She's not gonna judge if you get off
We're in no
the internet.
Judgment zone, mostly. And anyway, I'm gonna go before I pick this anymore. Any more dangerous. Any more yabai.
Too late, Mint. Too late. Yabai has been there. Yabai is always there. And that is what I wanted to show you guys. I want to show you guys a little bit of positivity, a little bit of fun, a little bit of that, just to take your mind off of the big news that has happened today. A little bit of a meme in some fun times. If you don't know the backstory, if you don't know the lore, both Selen and Mumei were, you know, both, they're friends. They're friends behind the scenes. They've been friends for years. And they both wanted to join an agency. And they both thought that, you know, for example, Selen thought that they would be joining Nijisanji. And Mumei thought that they both were going for Hololive. And of course, Mumei joined Hololive as part of Council. And Selen joined as part of Nijisanji right here with, of course, Rosemi and Petra. And of course it says, you know, Selen is like, where's Mumei? And Mumei's like, where is Suisei? I was going to say Suisei. Where's Selen? So there we go. And that's, it's just a funny little part. A little bit of the lore there for you guys. Who is still Hobo Barbie, because of course they can't change their acts very quickly. Who used to be Squirrel Mimi from Globie. Is 1 month term anniversary. That's funny that they're doing that. I've had no real options for paying bills with the trauma of losing my job and being hospitalized. So now that I physically recovered, I'm holding an impromptu 12-hour stream to stop me from being evicted and starving. So what she's saying about recovered, she did have a situation where she had to be hospitalized, or at least when she was in the emergency room, for a stomach thing, like a severe stomach thing. It wasn't a stomach bug. It was something else that was causing big issues. And of course, here we have the snail. Although I'm not sure they understand, when a snail has this type of stuff going on, it usually means they've been taken over by a parasite. Maybe she does know about that. Maybe she doesn't know about that. It's still funny either way. Any help is greatly appreciated, as my rent is due tomorrow and I'm so effing scared. I'll post the waiting room and further details soon as I can. Please, Slomies, thank you for supporting this shag. Let's go Evictathon, Starvathon, Survivathon. I guess it works. Let's go eviction under our watch. Let's go no eviction under our watch. So yeah, her community is supporting her, as of course the community would. And I do think that it's great that she is coming forward here. I thought I had followed her. There we go. That is coming forward. Things are moving forward. She is moving forward with herself, and she is doing things for herself. And I do wish her the best in those endeavors. And I am very glad that she is recovered and she's doing what she wants. Welcome back, everyone, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between, because I want it to be positive, not negative, especially in these times when a lot of drama, a lot of sad news, a lot of stuff is happening. I want positivity to reign supreme. Today, we're talking about BananaJuju, who is 100% cheeky monkey. Let's take a look at what they have done so far. Let's take a look here, their about section. They are, of course, a cheeky banana. And let's take a look at their stuff here, who is munching on peanuts here.
All right, listen up, Morty. We're talking about this banana-loving monkey girl here, right? She's literally the most scuff creature I've ever seen, like peak-level scuff. She's out here acting like she's all about those bananas, but boom, she's over here munching on chocolate and peanut butter, like it's...
There we go. You gotta love that. You gotta love the Tangia stuff. And here we go. BananaJuju, 1.42k subscribers. On the YouTube side, it's primarily shorts, but she does have some lives here, live streams of recent things that she's done, her videos here as well, other things that she's popped out doing. And of course, thank you so much, BananaJuju, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.